So let's talk about what legal transcription is first, the actual job role, what it entails. So most people think about a court reporter when they think of a legal transcriber. So the court reporter is that person that is in the legal proceeding. If they have been trained on steno, they're typing on the little machine. We have a lot of digital court reporters now, so they're just on a computer. Everything's being recorded digitally, and they are just kind of taking notes throughout the proceeding. And that is who we typically work with. We work with a lot of stenographers as well, but a lot more digital court reporters now. So they're there, right? They're at the courtroom, in the courthouse, they're at the attorney's office for a deposition, maybe they're having a meeting somewhere else, but they are there on site. Even if it is from Zoom, there are not a whole lot, but there are some that happen that way. There were a lot more during COVID. They kind of had to, do what everyone else did. But court reporters are there on site. Legal transcribers, we are typically in the back end working from home. We get the files from the court reporter. The court reporter is still the kind of person responsible for the transcript. So even though we are doing the work on the back end, putting the transcript together, the court reporter is signing their name at the end, making sure everything is right and it's going under their name. So we work with court reporters, but we are not there in the court proceeding. So your job as a legal transcriber or a court reporter is to write down exactly what is said during that legal proceeding, right? Because they're using that information for the next step in the court process, whatever that is. We deal with a ton of different files. I mean, we deal with medical situations, anything can be happening in a legal courtroom. So we deal with business to business issues, business contract issues, medical things, police reports, all of those things. Okay, so our job is to write down exactly what is said so that they can then use that information for the next step in the proceeding. So first thing we have to remember is that these are real people, real things that are happening right now. And so we need that to be accurate. So as the legal transcriber, 99% of us work from home, which I tend to find is the reason that people go into this versus court reporting. We definitely need both. We need court reporters, we need legal transcribers, but the people who need that flexibility and all of that tend to go towards legal transcription. It's also a good place to start if you maybe want to move into court reporting down the line, or if you have another career in legal that can help. We have a lot of law students who are currently in law school or planning to go to law school who do this part-time on the side because they're earning money. Of course, they can work from home, work on their schedule, whatever, but they're learning a lot about the legal system from listening to so many legal cases that their counterparts will not have. They'll get exposed to a lot of those things during their degree, but as a legal transcriber, you're hearing varied things over and over and over, so you learn a lot more. Okay, so that's kind of the difference between a court reporter and a legal transcriber. We work together, but we are in the back end.